We're going to talk about how to make it in this market. And I don't mean just like financially buy and fix and flips, or if you have the skills to be able to do ground up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about part of that, but this is really about opportunity, and the way to have the opportunity is to obviously do your research, look around, know your market. Always start out with in your circle, branch out from wherever you live and work your way out to neighborhood and mile and 2 miles, and you start working your way out to it so you know what's going on in your current environment. To be able to make it out of this pandemic in regards to finances and buy and fix and flips, and if you have experience, you can do some ground up. The guidelines are getting a little tighter on that, but that doesn't mean that the opportunity is not there. So just know it's there. You want to make sure that you have a budget. Budget's very important in any sort of finances or anything you're going to do with your life. You need to have a budget, and you calculate your budget based off of whatever your lifestyle is and what you need to live month to month. You want to have a reserve of that. So to do a fix and flip as a private lender, we like to see that you have 3 to 6 months to be able to live through stress-free just for living. You should automatically have 6 months to a year or more in reserve. So if your cost of living and the way you live in your lifestyle, let's say it's $5,000 minus your taxes. So let's just say $3,000 a month. It's low, but I mean, it depends on where you are. I mean, Seattle, $3,000, it's hard to live there. If you're living somewhere else, let's say Utah, you can live probably pretty comfortably in Utah or Missouri or what have you. I mean, you know what your area is the living cost. All right, so you want to have your budget. Try to be debt free. It's hard to do, but that's how you're living within your means. Then you want to be able to have your cash. So you have to have some liquid assets. And as a private lender, we're going to want to see you have reserves. So if something should occur, the budget goes over or something like that, or your loan has to go a little longer than what was anticipated, that you have the means to be able to pay for the mortgage. So you have to have cash, liquid. That's bank money, silver, gold, Bitcoin, any of that kind of stuff. CDs, I don't necessarily recommend CDs because your money is really tied up and you can't touch it. And I have a belief of having your cash available and sitting in a bank. You're not making any money on it, so you just want to be able to have the bare minimum of your 6 months reserves in case something occurs in your life that you aren't expecting. And then you need cash flow. So as you build up your everything coming from your budget, then creating your cash, then you're able to buy your investments, and then that's where you're going to generate cash flow. And you want to have that so then you can go through something like we just occurred and be successful and be able to make it. Always remember, when you're buying fix and flips and ground up, make sure you do your research for your neighborhood, you're a mile out, your city, your state. Really stay in your neighborhood. As a lender and you're doing fix and flips, we're more confident in your projects if you're familiar with your area. And the people that I work with and our company has worked with, people that are really successful are the ones that really are in their market, and they can just go down the street and they know exactly, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, something's occurred and they're going to help them out, or something like that in regards to buying a fix and flip. So if you have any questions, please go to our website. It's bullfunding.com, and that's BULLFUNDING. Please like, subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please ask them below. If you have any ideas or questions that you would like to have a quick lesson on private lending because you don't know, a lot of people don't talk about it, feel free to reach out. Thank you and have an awesome day. Bye.